Officially welcome back, everybody, to the Canada Specialist Program webinar series. Our first update today, as mentioned, first time presenter, first time destination on the series. So I would like to welcome Jeannette. Jeannette is the Business Development Manager for Travel Trade and Media at Destination St. John's. Welcome to the series, Jeannette.
Thank you very much, Charlie.
Now, Jeannette, I know you're excited about giving us lots of reasons to send clients and to visit ourselves. We thought we'd maybe just kick off with a bit of an overview of St. John's, so you can tell us the basics.
Well, as soon as my slides move.
Just click on the bottom left and then see if the toolbar comes up. There it goes.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
Good.
All right, everybody. Welcome. St. John's is the capital city of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, and we're located on the extreme east coast of Canada, for those that don't know. Just note in this picture the entrance of our harbour, which is called the Narrows, and it's one of the most protected harbours in the world, and we actually had a cruise ship. We do get a lot of cruise ships into that little space, and we did have a cruise ship in today. The population of the city is around 180,000, so there's lots of wide open spaces. I tell everyone we've been self-isolating for over 500 years. The population of the province is just over 500,000. So like landmass of the province of Newfoundland, if you can picture Japan or the state of California, would give you, an idea of the size of the province. Half an hour ahead. So we also have our own time zone here in Newfoundland and Labrador. Newfoundland, right now, it's Newfoundland Daylight Savings Time. That puts us 1.5 hours ahead of Eastern Time. Our unique time zone gives us the first sunrise in North America and also rings in the first New Year in North America. Being in your own time zone isn't that big of a deal, but it's a zone on an island. Being in the zone on an island is one of the rare 30-minute time zones around the world. And I think I might be talking to one or two people that are in that zone.
We figured that out today, right? Anyone in South Australia is actually exactly 12 hours ahead of you. So that's fascinating on the half hour.
Yeah, so this next slide, whales, seabirds, and icebergs are some of our biggest icons and the reason to come anywhere here. If you, whoops, I went, this is really, sorry about that. If you look really down here, right down the southeast coast, St. John's is located in the bottom southeast corner of the province. So Newfoundland is on the bottom, Labrador, as we refer to the big land, is up to the north or on the top. You'll note on the map that we're surrounded by whales, birds, and icebergs during season. And I will speak to them separately on a separate slide in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, thank you. So you've kind of mentioned some of those icons. So yes, Jeannette, just give us, what are some of those top reasons to visit St. John's and to stay?
It's just some of the reasons. We were rated the top coastal destination in the world by National Geographic Traveler. So that's something to brag about. The top 30 most visited travel destinations, 100 greatest travel secrets, put it on your life list. And it's a safe destination off the beaten path. St. John's in itself is the perfect combination of big city luxury and traditional small town charm. It is one of the oldest and is the most easterly city in North America and has become a rare destination full of character and charisma with a contemporary, sophisticated edge. Water Street in downtown St. John's becomes a pedestrian mall, and this just started during COVID, so it worked really well for the locals. You know, when we had the padlocks on the island, nobody was allowed in. So it becomes a pedestrian mall in the summertime, and it'll finish up just following Labor Day weekend. So it's in place for another week. And Newfoundland Labrador also has, you know, not just St. John's, of course, but a reputation for being super friendly, warm, welcoming, fun-loving, funny to the core. The people here are known for their natural creativity, unique language. I don't know if I'm giving away my accent, and of course, the knack for storytelling. Getting here. Access to St. John's for travelers coming from Australia or New Zealand. Once you arrive in Canada, you can get here direct from Toronto or Montreal to St. John's direct. So when you see on the map, the red, I'll use my mouse, the red star is where we're located. And Toronto is just a 3-hour flight, a direct flight to St. John's. So that's kind of getting here. And the harbor in St. John's was settled by the British in the 1600s. So above the city, right up here on the top, you will see Signal Hill, which is a National Historic Site of Canada. And this has beautiful hiking trails, the site of the first transatlantic wireless communication at Cabot Tower, which we can see on top of the hill, which commemorates John Cabot's discovery of Newfoundland back in 1497. So coming up next, I hope you enjoy this little short video from Destination St. John's.
You won't believe your eyes, unable to describe what you're seeing. You've never felt so small. When you think you've seen it all, you're mistaken. There's so much to be found in the deep blue. It's amazing. Your heart is racing. Oh, it's amazing. We get high on what we don't know. We get higher the lower that we go. Just when you think you're done, there will always be another marvelous mystery beneath the sea.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Oh, Jeannette, I love it. Such a great taste there. The flavors, the sights, the sounds, the food, always good. And the music as well. Love that video. That's
Yeah,
great.
music is a big part, and that song is actually a Newfoundland artist. And I kind of want to get in the groove every time I hear it. So
Yeah.
when
Try
you
not
come
to
here,
dance.
you will hear all kinds of our music. One of
Yeah,
the
great. So
popular
yeah,
things.
sorry, you go.
No, I was going to say one of the most popular things we're known about here is our colorful houses.
Mm.
And you're probably familiar with that yourself.
I have seen that. I know you're gonna talk about a few of the really iconic things now. So I'll just dip out for a minute and let you carry on talking about your icons. Thanks, Jeannette.
Okay, so this is just one image of so many images of the colorful houses, as we refer to as Jelly Bean Row, right in the heart of mostly the district of downtown St. John's. And you'll get some amazing shots of very colorful row houses. You'll find that Jelly Bean Row isn't just one street. You'll find it's just about everywhere you look in the downtown area of the city. These colorful sites of the city are beautiful during any season. And of course, we have to talk about the cuisine, award-winning cuisine, and we're home to some top Canadian chefs. So we got some top award-winning restaurants right in St. John's, and you'll find most of them in the downtown area. If you're interested in very traditional Newfoundland cuisine, why not try things like fish and brews, toutons, and cod tongues? Yes, cod tongues. Or a jig's dinner, which is made up of root vegetables, cabbage, carrot, turnip, potatoes, salt beef, and peas pudding. So this is our traditional Sunday kind of dinner, followed by a figgy duff for dessert. Of course, fresh seafood is always in abundance in St. John's. And when you do get to come here, you just have to try our fish and chips. We have been told that the best fish and chips in the world is from here. Come try it for yourself. The East Coast Trail, award-winning top hiking and coastal walking destination. 336 kilometers of wilderness paths along North America's easternmost coastline, with some of those trails passing right through the coastline around the city of St. John's. The paths on the East Coast Trail take you past towering cliffs and headlands, sea stacks, deep fjords, and a natural wave-driven geyser called the Spout. Experienced abandoned settlements, lighthouses, ecological reserves, seabird colonies, whales, icebergs, the list goes on. Fall is a great time to hike the East Coast Trail with all the amazing fall colors among the majestic evergreens. Cape Spear National Historic Site. So this is where you stand on the most easterly point in North America, Canada's most easterly point of land. The oldest surviving lighthouse in Newfoundland and Labrador offers a glimpse into the lives of 19th century lighthouse keepers and their families. The Second World War brought many new people to the Cape, including members of the Royal Canadian Artillery and various American forces. These soldiers were based at Fort Cape Spear, a coastal defense battery, which played a major role in the Battle of the Atlantic. Since the 1900s, the people of St. John's and the surrounding communities have used Cape Spear as a family gathering place to have picnics and watch for whales and icebergs during season. Cape Spear is just a 20-minute drive from St. John's.
Finding yourself out here on the very edge of the continent. Waking up to the first sunrise in North America. It's hard to believe that most people still wake up to an alarm clock. Newfoundland and Labrador.
Whales, we have the largest concentration of humpback whales in the world. There are about 22 species of whales in the waters off Newfoundland. Some of them include sperm whales, fin whales, minke whales, blue whales, orcas, and the list goes on. You can watch whales from the shore, or you can take a boat tour to see the whales during whale season. Journey along Iceberg Alley. So these majestic 10,000-year-old icebergs drift south along our coast. And if icebergs do tickle your fancy, you can track them on icebergfinder.com during season. So you can track them and we can tell our guests where to go and find them. Iceberg season in St. John's, it's different in different regions of the province. For us, it's usually late April, May, and sometimes into July. And in different parts of the province, they can be seen well into September, in the northern parts in particular. They are usually tracked all down the east coast of the province and, past beyond St. John's. Seabird capital of North America. So these little guys here are the Atlantic puffin, which is the provincial bird of Newfoundland and Labrador. South of St. John's at the Witless Bay Ecological Reserve is the largest Atlantic puffin colony in North America, accessible only by boat. And this would be about a 25-minute drive from St. John's to take a boat tour from the town of Bay Bulls. So this is usually part of a day trip in St. John's all the time. And of course, no trip would be complete without the Newfoundland and the Labrador. The Newfoundland dog is a well-known symbol of the province. Its origins are obscure, with different theories citing the Basque, Norse, and other settlers as those who introduced this large dog to our island. The Labrador, a descendant of the Newfoundland dog, is believed to have originated on the island and not in Labrador, as the name suggests. The name Labrador was given to this dog by British breeders in order to differentiate between the two types of dog. The retriever was originally called the Lesser Newfoundland or the St. John's dog. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. And by all means, contact me anytime. You can reach me through Charlie or Candace.